This morning at around 9:30 a.m., Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and St. John's Sheriff's Office began to receive numerous 911 calls about a male in a vehicle on the interstate coming into St. Johns County southbound from Duval that was pointing a firearm at passing motorists, and it actually fired a few shots. St. Johns County deputies got to the interstate as quickly as possible, were able to get behind that individual, attempted to stop. That individual did not stop. A pursuit ensued somewhere just south of State Road 16 on I-95 southbound in St. Johns County. The individual operating the vehicle did crash. Before he crashed, he did point the firearm at several law enforcement officers that were involved in the pursuit. After the crash, deputies at the scene were still concerned that that subject had a firearm, so a police canine was used. Police canine did engage the suspect, and at that time, deputies were able to make contact with him, and he was airlifted to a local trauma center. Are there any questions? That's the information I have at this time.
So he did shoot at cars?
We know that shots were fired. I don't know exactly what he was shooting at. I don't know if it was in the air or at motorists.
Do you know where he was coming from?
We know that he was first in Duval County, southbound on 95, but I don't know how this incident started, so to speak. I'm not sure what led him to this behavior beforehand.
Were other vehicles involved in the crash?
So there was a civilian vehicle that was involved in the crash. The parties that were in that vehicle were treated at the scene, evaluated, and released, so no citizens were injured.
Do you know anything about this man, how old he is, where he's from?
Not yet. So our detectives are actively looking into who this guy is, why this behavior started, and what the backstory is. At this time, all of that is still active. We just don't know yet. There's a lot of unanswered questions.
And he's still in the hospital? Or
As far as we know, he is still at a local trauma center, yes.
Do you know his condition? Is he stable, critical?
I do not have that information at this time.
were any deputies hurt?
No deputies were hurt in this incident.
Did he ever fire one of those shots at deputies, or did he just point the gun at them?
I know he pointed the gun at them. I'm not sure if a shot was fired at law enforcement at this time yet. Still active.
Will he be facing any charges?
He'll definitely be facing charges in St. Johns County. We're still sorting that out, and we're in collaboration with JSO to see if they have charges where it started at. Absolutely.
And any message, obviously this is a worst case scenario that doesn't really happen very often, but any message just for drivers to always keep their head on the swivel, because you never know who else is on the roadway?
Yeah, we want to say thank you to our citizens who were on the interstate. They immediately called 911, backed off, and got away from that individual, and that helps us be able to get up on that suspect very quickly. Absolutely.
After the crash, did the suspect run at all?
He did not run. He stayed inside the vehicle. The vehicle was actually overturned, so we couldn't see inside the vehicle, so we were concerned about whether or not he was still armed. So a police canine was used to go up to the vehicle and engage the suspect.
Did you find any more guns in his car?
I don't have that information at this time.